Hello, my name is Reese.
My name is Miller.
My name is Ronan.
My name is John.
And my name is B.
And this is our application.
We created MayFly after randomly timed applications gained popularity in the App Store. The idea of MayFly is that users are placed in a random chat each day with a random selection of their friends, and the chat expires in a certain amount of time.
Right now, people rely on meeting new friends in real life. Then maybe you can get their socials and keep in touch, but how often do you really keep in touch with your friends over social media? Or what happens if the entire world shuts down for 2 years?
That's where MayFly comes in. When users download and create their own MayFly account, they can add their friends and acquaintances and trust they will keep in touch.
Our chats reset every day, but don't worry, we'll randomly group you with new people and your friends in these chats. This means you'll always have the opportunity to keep in touch with others.
It all starts when a user creates an account. Users will be required to input a unique phone number and username, which the app will store in Firebase. The user can then log in anytime they want.
Like we mentioned, users will be placed into chats every 24 hours to liven up the conversation and allow them to meet new people. This is done by having a timer for each chat that, when it runs out, will assign the users to new chats. The user will have to come back, though, to the application to see their new chatmates.
With the users stored into Firebase, we could easily have users friend each other through that. That way, if users meet new friends they want to keep in touch with, they can add them.
In addition, users can access their profiles. This will allow them to see their friend count and make any necessary changes or update their profile so their friends can keep in touch.
Lastly, while we hope that users will be friendly towards others, we know that that's not always the case. This is why we also allow users to leave chats and report other users. Users will be banned through enough reports and will then be unable, to rejoin the application with their phone number, and the users that left the chat will be unable to join until a new one is created. This way, there is enough time to ensure that the user that was reported will not be returning to their chat.
In terms of technologies, our application relies on Firebase for all of our user storage. For this reason, getting and setting user data is easy as possible. This has helped us a lot with testing as well. Having a way to test Firebase and overall the user data has allowed a very smooth experience for users.
We've also utilized Expo as our framework to help with graphical user interface testing. Being able to see the edits we make as we are making them has saved a lot of time and has also allowed for easy testing.
Along with Expo, we used React Native. This worked in our favor because of Expo's fantastic documentation with React Native, so it was a breeze to learn for all of us who had little JavaScript experience coming in.
We attempted to handle our behavioral tests using Detox, but we kept running into multiple dependency issues. This led to us taking a different approach and using Jest and React Native testing library.
For our unit testing, we primarily use Jest, which has a good amount of documentation, so it was easy to use and set up.
Perfect. So, when using our app, let's say that we have this person named Bobby, and I will be acting as Bobby. So Bobby wants to meet new friends. He has not had a lot of contact with his media or his friends on, so he wants to download our app and ones, or he saw that chat with his old well. So Bobby would obviously come to this screen. He doesn't have a phone number set up with our account yet. Account using any phone number that he had. Let's say that his phone number was 704-677-7060. Let's say Bobby doesn't want to share his last name on this app. We enter a username. Bobby likes using Bob123 underscore. He likes to have at least, or underscore, I mean period, sorry. He likes to have a period or a special symbol. And let's say he likes hiking separated by a return and favorite thing. So Bobby can now that he has all of his there, he can submit. Account has been. So now Bobby is going to log in with that user, not the username, but the phone number that way we can ensure that Bobby is with this username or with this phone number. And Bobby could even start chats. Everybody in this chat should be able to respond to. So Julia Richardson, he wants to add her as a friend, so he's going to find her username. Rich friends. Gonna search. This should add Jules Rich as his friend, and on Julia other profile, we will also have him added as well. And at any point, they can remove friends if they want them. But let's say that he also wanted to add another friend that isn't in his chat. He wanted to add Ronan as his 5, 4, 5. Could add him in that way. Back, check out his friends, and then that is how Bobby could add friends. So now, when this timer runs out, Bobby's placed into a chat. It'll be a new chat full of. Most of them will be friends list. Now let's say that someone had sent something in the chat that Bobby did not appreciate or felt uncomfortable about. Let's say that he wanted to report Reese346, language that is not necessary or different things in the chat that's not meeting our rules. So they could easily report this user. This user is now reported. It will go to the database form. Admins look at that, will ban accordingly. Now, let's say that reporting is not enough for Bobby. He doesn't feel comfortable in this chat anymore. We can and do have a feature for Bobby to leave the chat. They wanted to leave the chat. Are you sure? Yes. He leaves the chat, and now he's no longer in this chat. There's no way to go back to that chat until the new chat is created. So Bobby is done for the day on this application, but when that new chat does get made, and tomorrow he will be with new people, one of which does not include the person that he reported. If Bobby wanted to log out for the night, log out and log in tomorrow if he wanted to, or if anybody else wanted to create an account on his phone, they could create an account